In this video, we're going to talk about summertime, bugs, all thing bugs, essential oils that can help you. I have over 25 years experience helping people with essential oils, and I know this one gets a lot of us, especially those of us who live in the South and in areas where there are a lot of bugs. I live in probably the mosquito capital of the world here in Florida. So let's start there. Let's start with mosquitoes and what are some great things. Well, one of the things that Young Living has is we now have an insect repellent. So rather than make your own concoctions, you can purchase our insect repellents. I will tell you it always is not in stock because a lot of us use it. Now it does come in a tube, not a tube, but a container like this that you pour it out and you rub it on. And some people don't like that. They still love the sprays of the off, and which are bad news, right? We don't want to be using chemicals and different things on our body. So you can buy little spray liquid things. I think they use them for like hair and stuff as well. They're really easy to use and just apply all over the body too. Again, it is oily, so just be aware that your clothes may get a little bit oily as well too, but works really, really well. But some of our favorites too here in Florida that we love that come in your everyday oil kit, or you can purchase them separate, is really peppermint. You know, peppermint we find is just amazing to keep the flies and the bugs away and stuff like that. It's a hotter oil, so you just want to be aware of that. But ooh, those fumes, who wants to get around me? You know, what bugs want to stay? And I've used this at night when I'm walking the dog. So it's just a very simple oil, something that you could use too, and it's going to open up your sinuses as well too. But another favorite too that I just love this oil is called Purification, and Purification does so many things. Like the name says, you know, purifies the air. It's just amazing. But this oil is very good for warding off those yuckies, those bugs all over. Again, I could put it on my body, but it's also good where you get stung as well. And I'll talk about when you do get stung and the oils that'll help soothe the skin with that too. But we like Purification. You can diffuse Purification, you diffuse peppermint, and you'll see there's be like a ring of where the bugs will not get you. Okay. All right, so let's talk about mosquitoes. So if I get bit by a mosquito, the first thing I'm going to grab for in my premium kit or my everyday essential oil kit is my lavender oil. And lavender, I'm going to apply that right on the area where I was stung, and it's going to soothe the skin. It's amazing. It's like a Swiss Army knife. This oil does so many different things. After I use lavender and I've soothed my skin, whatever kind of bite, scrape, anything, always use that lavender first. It's great. And then I'm going to use Purification. I like Purification because I do feel that it really helps to purify. I feel like it pulls out the nasties in there and stuff too. You don't need that much oil. I'm using a little bit too much there. But that really purifies. And then, and I just had this with my son because I sent him out to work raking leaves and all these things too, and I forgot to put these oils on his head, and he had a whole bunch of bites, and we just did the peppermint, and the peppermint just, I feel like it acts like ice, and it just is very, very soothing. So that combination for any kind of bite or sting is absolutely amazing. I could tell you so many stories. I got one of those, not yellow jackets, but they hurt really bad, and I had some paper towels. I went to kill it and I smushed it, and it went right into my thumb, and I was like, I've never felt pain, right? Like and I remember running, and I think it was Purification that I grabbed first, and that really started to make a difference. And then I grabbed Panaway. Panaway is just such a good oil for, you know, all things that hurt. But it is one to keep in your arsenal too. And the Panaway comes in your premium oil kit. I'm not sure if it comes in your everyday oil kit. It does. So both of these have the Panaway in it as well. Okay, now Purification only comes in the everyday oil kit. You can purchase it additionally. It has a 5 ml and a 15 ml bottle as well. Peppermint comes in both of your kits. Lavender comes in both of your kits. And then when you get stung too, one of the things that you want to be just aware of, because you know how kids and we love to itch, and that can cause issues, right? And that can cause issues. So now we're going to use our thieves oil and just keep applying that on there. In all of the oils that I just talked about, you can use those every couple of hours or every day. Sometimes in the evening we get more inflamed depending on our lifestyle, like you're laying in bed and like, but the thieves oil is just going to help protect it. Nothing worse is going to happen. Okay, does that make sense? So thieves is a great one too. And again, it comes in both your everyday oil kit and your premium essential oil kit. Okay, so next up, so that's kind of mosquitoes, bites, bugs, keeping them away. Oh, citronella. I forgot to talk about citronella. We have citronella oil now. That's another one that we love to use too. I like to combine that with citronella and peppermint. I think the mosquitoes down here in Florida, it works a lot better. So that's really fun. Okay, let's talk about ants next. So ants do not like peppermint. If you get those big ant beds, I know my friend Holly, she gets a big spray bottle, like 32 ounce. She puts a bunch of, I think purification and peppermint in there. I think about 10 drops of each, and others use that combination too. And then she sprays the ant pile, and they don't just like migrate somewhere else. They go away. Like, it's very, very good. And that combination of purification with that peppermint too is great to spray your pant legs, to spray your shoes when you're going out and about. That is very, very powerful for your keeping all things away too. Now, if you want to know about ticks, I'm going to give you a resource of an expert that I have who unfortunately had Lyme's disease and knows everything about ticks. That's like its own separate thing too, but we want to prevent ticks from getting on us, and one of the things that we can do is make sure that we're using our purification, our peppermint on our animals too. Putting it on their coat, getting a little spray with water and getting that on them as well. All right, so did I mention ants? Ants don't like that. Ants in the house. Ants in the house too. Another great one is the Thieves household cleaner. So I found this on a trip where there was ants in this bed and breakfast, and I would just spray the counter and leave it overnight. So if you have ants like in your kitchen or in your sinks and things like that too that are coming in, spray like the counters and just leave it because they will not like the Thieves cleaner. And again, this is very safe if you've got babies around or animals around. Very, very safe to have as well. And this is a concentrate. This makes like 32 spray bottles of Thieves. And then one that I've just recently found when I was out of oils or just out and about and got a fire ant with I didn't have my regular oils, is I used the Thieves hand sanitizer. And I just kept rubbing it on there every so often, and it really was great. Probably because it has the peppermint in it, has the Thieves oil, all of that, all good things too. So I'm going to put my optimal wish list of bugs below here. You can go down there if you found one. Oh, I didn't talk about fleas. Let me mention fleas real quick. So fleas, one of the things with fleas is this works absolutely amazing. It's lemongrass, or you could use purification with peppermint. So lemongrass is very cheap. You make a big spray bottle, you spray your carpets down. My mother-in-law did this. She used to have those big shag carpets, and her animals kept bringing in sand fleas, and it worked amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I love that combination. Lemongrass with peppermint. Make about 10 drops of each in a big spray bottle and just spray your carpets down, and then spray like where they're coming in. You can even spray your animals as well, but where they're coming in or leaving and stuff like that, so that those bugs, those fleas, like will, leave. So that is helpful. I'm going to leave in the description below. I'll leave the wish list so you can search and see, okay, this is what I've got going on, and pick what's right for you. I hope this has been helpful. 25 years, friends, of helping families with essential oils. I know these tips will work for you too. Bye-bye.